What if I told you, your thoughts aren't just inside your head, they're signals shaping your entire future right now? And what if, in just 30 days, you could tune those signals like tuning a radio and literally upgrade your reality? Because this isn't just mindset, it's quantum reprogramming. We've all tried to change, new habits, affirmations, morning routines. But why does it always feel like something invisible keeps pulling us back? Like there's a deeper code running in the background, rewriting our progress every time we level up. That code is your frequency. And the next 30 days will be about rewriting that. This is your 30-day quantum upgrade, a daily challenge to rewire your mind, shift your vibration, and align your consciousness with the future you've been chasing. Here's the truth most people never learn. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel sends a tiny wave through the quantum field, a field that's literally reading your state and mirroring it back as experience. So if you keep feeling lack, you create more lack. If you keep feeling gratitude, you attract more things to be grateful for. The question isn't, how do I get more? It's, how do I become more? That's what this 30-day journey is about. Because quantum science shows us that when you shift your internal state, your brainwaves, your emotions, your self-image, your outer world begins to rearrange to match it. The first 5 days are about awareness. You can't upgrade what you don't understand. So each morning, spend 2 minutes simply observing your thoughts. No judgment, no fixing, just notice. Where does your mind go when you're quiet? Fear? Doubt? Excitement? This is the observer effect in action, the same principle that changed physics forever. In the double-slit experiment, scientists found that simply observing particles changed how they behaved. Your attention collapses potential into reality. So when you observe your negative thoughts without attaching to them, you weaken their power. By day 5, you'll begin to see how your inner dialogue literally sculpts your day. Next comes your state. You can't manifest abundance from stress. You can't create peace from chaos. Each morning, spend 5 minutes shifting your state. Breathe deeply, move your body, listen to music that lifts you. Your emotions are energy in motion, and every emotion has a frequency. Gratitude, joy, love. These aren't just feelings. They're vibrations that sync your body to higher timelines. When you raise your emotional frequency, you become magnetic to new possibilities. This isn't wishful thinking, it's resonance physics. Now that you've aligned your state, it's time to program your reality. Pick one clear intention, not a vague wish like, I want success, but a vivid, emotionally charged vision. I am living my purpose, feeling powerful and free, doing work that lights me up. Write it. Feel it. See it as already done. Then imagine your future self, the version of you who's already living that reality, standing before you. Ask, what would they do today? And then do that. Every decision aligned with that vision sends a new signal into the quantum field. Over time, the field responds. Now comes the hardest part, detachment. Most people block their manifestations because they obsess over when or how it's going to happen. But quantum reality doesn't respond to control. It responds to alignment. Your job is not to force the outcome. It's to embody the frequency of already having it. So for the next 5 days, practice letting go. Do your part, take inspired action, and then release the rest. Trust the process. Detachment is not giving up. It's saying, I know it's already mine. This stage is about rewiring your subconscious mind. Every time you think a thought, your brain fires new neural pathways. Repeat it enough, and it becomes your identity. So replace I can't with I am learning. Replace I'm not ready with I'm becoming ready. You are literally building a new brain, one thought at a time. Use affirmations, visualization, and micro-actions that align with your new self. Don't wait to feel different before acting different. Act different to feel different. By day 25, your brain begins to accept this new identity as normal. This is the final phase, embodiment. The goal isn't just to think differently. It's to be different. Wake up and move through your day as your future self. Speak like them. Walk like them. Decide like them. Because in quantum physics, the future is not something that happens to you. It's something you tune into. Every choice, every emotion, every thought is a signal to the field. When you embody your future self now, the timeline between wanting and having begins to collapse. That's the quantum upgrade. So for the next 30 days, don't chase change, become change. Every thought you rewire, every emotion you elevate, every action you take in alignment with your future self sends a ripple through the quantum field. And those ripples become waves. And those waves become your new reality. Remember, your future isn't waiting. It's already here, waiting for you to match its frequency. Welcome to your quantum upgrade. If you're ready to begin, drop "I'm upgrading" in the comments. Follow this channel for daily challenges that activate your next level reality. The next 30 days could change everything, because the future starts now. Last time, we talked about how your thoughts aren't just private, they're signals that ripple into the quantum field, shaping what you call reality. But what if I told you there's a hidden code underneath those signals, a pattern that decides whether you stay stuck in repetition or break free into transformation? Because you're not just creating your future, you're broadcasting it every second of your life. Welcome to part 2 of the 30-day quantum upgrade. This is where things start to get real. Imagine your mind as a radio tuner. Every thought, emotion, and belief is a frequency you're broadcasting into the quantum field, like music played through invisible airwaves. When you're tuned to fear, you can't receive joy. When you're tuned to lack, you can't pick up abundance. You might want wealth, love, peace, but if your inner frequency is stuck on scarcity, the universe keeps sending static. That's why repeating affirmations doesn't work when your emotions don't match the words. It's like shouting, "I'm confident," while your entire nervous system vibrates with self-doubt. You can't fake frequency. You have to become it. Think of it like tuning an old radio. You turn the dial slowly, searching for the right frequency. There's crackling, distortion, noise. But when you hit the right station, suddenly the sound is clear. Your 30-day quantum upgrade works the same way. Every mini-challenge, observing thoughts, shifting emotions, setting intentions, is you turning the dial. Bit by bit, the noise fades. Your signal becomes stronger. And the universe finally understands what you're asking for. But here's where it gets even stranger. In quantum physics, there's a famous experiment, the double-slit experiment. When scientists fired particles of light through 2 slits, they noticed something mind-bending. When unobserved, the particles behaved like waves, pure potential. But the moment they were observed, they turned into physical matter. Observation, awareness, changed the outcome. Now imagine this. Your thoughts are the particles. Your focus is the observer. When you focus on fear, you collapse fear into form. When you focus on gratitude, you collapse abundance into existence. It's not magic, it's quantum cause and effect. Your awareness literally decides what becomes real. Let me tell you a story. Sarah was a designer. Smart, creative, but constantly anxious about money. Every time a client delayed payment, she panicked. She'd wake up thinking, "What if I can't pay rent?" And guess what? Her clients kept disappearing. One day, she started this challenge, not to chase money, but to change her frequency. She began each morning with gratitude, even for the smallest things, her cup of coffee, her health, her ideas. At first, it felt fake, but slowly something shifted. By week 2, she noticed more inquiries coming in. By week 3, an old client called with a big project. By week 4, she wasn't just earning more. She felt abundant, even before the payments arrived. She didn't change her job. She changed her frequency. Now imagine if this was applied to your life. What would happen if you stopped chasing what you lack and started tuning yourself to what you desire? This is the essence of quantum awareness. Every day, you're broadcasting a story. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm not enough. But you can rewrite the broadcast. You can transmit. I'm ready. I'm evolving. I'm becoming who I was meant to be. And the quantum field, the same field that scientists say connects every atom in existence, begins to respond. Because you don't attract from what you say. You attract from what you vibrate. But this is where most people get it wrong. They try to think their way into a new reality, while feeling the exact same old emotions. That's like trying to drive forward while holding your foot on the brake. Your emotion is your frequency. Think of it as the color of your broadcast. Fear is red, fast, chaotic, unstable. Joy is gold, bright, expansive, magnetic. Gratitude is the bridge, the signal that aligns you with miracles. When you practice feeling gratitude for what hasn't yet happened, you send a signal of trust, and the universe mirrors it back through synchronicities, opportunities, and unexpected breakthroughs. So, the next time you visualize your dream, feel it before it's real. Your feelings are the password that unlocks new timelines. Let's take another example. A tech CEO named Daniel felt stuck. His startup wasn't growing, investors pulled out, and his team was losing hope. He lived in constant stress, checking emails at 3 a.m., replaying every failure in his head. Then he learned about the concept of quantum state alignment. He He started spending 10 minutes each morning visualizing his company thriving, not imagining charts or profits, but feeling the pride, the excitement, the energy of success. Within months, things began to shift. A new investor reached out unexpectedly. An article about his work went viral. Even his health improved. He didn't change his business plan first. He changed his energy blueprint. And that's when the external world caught up. Now, here's the twist no one talks about. Quantum shifts don't happen when you try to make them happen. They happen when you become the person who already has them. In this stage of your challenge, I want you to connect with your future self. Not as a fantasy, but as a frequency. Close your eyes and imagine that version of you. Confident, calm, magnetic. They already exist, not in some faraway future, but in a parallel timeline of potential waiting for your signal to match. Ask yourself daily, what would my future self think right now? How would they respond to this situation? Then act accordingly. That's not pretending, that's collapsing timelines. The moment you embody your future, you start attracting the conditions that make it real. You see, quantum transformation isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more coherent. Every thought and feeling sends ripples through your body, your heart, brain, and nervous system syncing into one rhythm. This coherence radiates into the field, creating what scientists call heart-brain resonance. When you live in coherence, peace, clarity, gratitude, you enter flow. Decisions feel lighter. Synchronicities appear more often. Time feels different, like the universe starts moving with you instead of against you. But wait, what if this could be measured? What if your energy could be tracked like data on a screen? Here's your challenge experiment for the next week. Pick one emotion, let's say peace. Set a timer for 2 minutes every morning. Breathe slowly. Focus on your heart and imagine sending that peace outward, like light expanding in all directions. Then, throughout the day, notice what happens. How do people react to you? What unexpected coincidences show up? Keep a record. This isn't placebo, it's feedback. You're training your nervous system to broadcast coherence. And coherence is power. Because here's the secret most manifestos miss. Reality doesn't respond to words. It responds to consistency. When you stay in elevated emotion long enough, your energy stabilizes. Your frequency becomes a clear signal, not scattered static. And the quantum field has no choice but to organize itself around that vibration. This is the point in your 30-day journey where momentum begins. Where you start noticing the magic, the coincidences, the ease, the things just working out. That's not luck. That's quantum feedback. But there's still one missing piece. The part that most people never reach. The step that turns alignment into activation. Because understanding energy is one thing. Becoming energy, that's where transformation explodes. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in part 3 of your quantum upgrade. The final shift, how to embody your future and collapse timelines. You've shifted your thoughts. You've raised your emotions. You've begun to tune into your future self. But what if the final step isn't about thinking or feeling at all? What if it's about becoming? Because when you stop chasing your future and start being it, reality no longer has a choice. It upgrades to match you. In part 2, you learned how your mind works like a quantum transmitter, broadcasting energy into the field through every thought and emotion. Now, in this final chapter of the 30-day quantum upgrade, we go beyond awareness, beyond intention. This is where the shift becomes real. You're not just reprogramming your mind anymore. You're reprogramming your identity. Let me tell you about Maya. For years, she tried everything: manifestation, meditation, endless vision boards. Nothing really worked. She kept visualizing her dream life, yet felt stuck in the same loop of anxiety and waiting. Until one morning, she had enough. Instead of visualizing someday, she decided to live as if it was already today. She got dressed like the person she wanted to become. She spoke with confidence, made bold moves, and stopped second-guessing herself. She didn't ask, "When will it happen?" She said, "It's happening now." And that's when everything clicked. Opportunities appeared out of nowhere. People responded differently. Her energy, her frequency, had finally aligned with her vision. That's embodiment. And that's the secret to collapsing timelines. Here's how it works. Every version of you already exists in the quantum field. The confident you, the wealthy you, the peaceful you. They're not out there. They're right here, vibrating at a slightly higher frequency. When you act like that version, think like that version, and feel like that version, you send a powerful signal through time. You begin to synchronize with that reality. And when two frequencies match, they merge. That's the science behind what spiritual masters call manifestation. Not magic, but resonance. Reality shifts when your inner vibration becomes identical to the version you want to live. But here's where most people get stuck. They understand this, but they don't live it. So let's make it real. Step 1. Begin each morning as your future self. The first few minutes after you wake up are when your brain is most programmable, when your subconscious is listening closely. So, instead of grabbing your phone, do this. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Then ask, how would my future self start this day? Visualize yourself already living that life, walking with calm confidence, moving with purpose. Feel it so vividly that your body believes it's real. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between imagination and memory. That's your first alignment of the day. Step 2. Journal from your future self. Each evening, write as if the day already unfolded exactly how you wanted. Use the present tense. Today was incredible. I met the perfect person. My ideas flowed effortlessly. I felt unstoppable. By writing this, you're creating new neural pathways, teaching your mind to expect success instead of fear it. You're literally rehearsing your new timeline. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept it as your default setting. Step 3. Catch your emotional frequency. Throughout your day, pause for 10 seconds. Ask yourself, what frequency am I on right now? If you're feeling anxious, pause. Take a slow breath. Shift into gratitude for anything. Gratitude instantly raises your vibration and tells the universe, I already have enough. I'm ready for more. It's like fine-tuning your signal mid-broadcast, correcting your course in real time. Do this often, and your emotional baseline transforms. Step 4. Make one choice each day as your future self. It doesn't have to be big. It could be choosing the healthier meal, starting that project, or finally sending that message. Each action tells your brain, this is who I am now. And the moment identity changes, results follow. Remember, your future self isn't waiting. They're watching, waiting for you to step into their shoes. Step 5. Sit in stillness once a day. No music. No screens. No distractions. Just breathe. Let your thoughts settle like dust in water. This is the state where your brainwaves slow down, and your consciousness syncs with the field of infinite potential. It's the pause where new information, intuition, inspiration, guidance, can finally reach you. Because sometimes transformation isn't about doing more. It's about allowing more. Before this shift, you may have lived reactively, waiting for signs, chasing motivation, or doubting whether you were doing it right. You tried to think your way into change. But after this upgrade, you feel it. You move differently. You carry a calm certainty that things are aligning, even before they do. Your body becomes the proof. Your presence becomes magnetic. And your world begins to rearrange itself, effortlessly, around who you've become. This is what real transformation looks like. Not forced, but flowing. You see, the quantum field isn't a distant mystery. It's responding to you right now, to your emotions, your focus, your state of being. Every thought you think is a signal. Every feeling is a command. Every action is an anchor into a new timeline. So the question isn't, does this work? The question is, what reality are you broadcasting right now? Because you're not waiting for your future. You're building it, one frequency at a time. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Imagine waves of energy radiating from your heart, expanding in all directions. Each breath, a new signal. Each heartbeat, a new reality forming around you. This is your power. You are the creator, not someday, not after you figure it out, but now. And over the next 30 days, you're not just changing habits. You're tuning your entire being to the frequency of your highest potential. If reality is responding to you, what are you broadcasting right now? If you're ready to fully embody your quantum upgrade, comment, I'm becoming my future self below. Like this video if it resonated, and subscribe for more daily challenges that merge science, energy, and consciousness. Because this is just the beginning. Your new reality has already started.